Welcome back to the CashColorCannabis podcast, a higher level of conversation on livehiphopdaily.tv. I got one of my special guests for our anniversary show here tonight, my girl Ebony Knight, NORML Regional Director. Excuse me, I had to upgrade her title. National Director, NORML National Director. I had to upgrade her title real quick. I'm sorry. How are you doing tonight?
I'm well.
All right, great, man.
It sucks, but I'm fucking here.
Life does not suck, man.
Yeah, life does.
Nah, I follow you on Facebook. I know what you're going through. It's good though.
It is.
It is good though, and you're in a good place today with Live Hip Hop Daily Studios. We have a dope audience, and before we even go forward, shout out to Edibles of Atlanta for being in the building. They're our new sponsor for products, man. Drop off once a week. They in the building there. Make sure y'all go over there and check out what they got. Their products are always jumping off the board, man. So definitely check them out while we out here tonight.
Yeah, somebody bring me an edible.
Yeah, somebody get Ebony something, man. And also, at some point, I'm gonna have to pop this bottle. Now, if y'all don't know, I'm not really a drinker like that, so this is gonna be a first.
This a dabber tonight.
Hey, well, shit, it is the anniversary, right? All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this strictly for Herb because Herb needed us to do this before we get started. So, all right, am I doing this right, Jen?
Untwist it.
Resin foil on the top. Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Hey! All y'all alcoholics, man.
Whatever you do, don't point it at yourself.
All right, shit, guess what?
And don't point it this way either.
See, look at y'all.
See, this is why weed is safer than alcohol.
All right, I got this. So, wait, by color, right?
Yep, you got it off.
Pull off the metal.
Twist the wire is gonna pop.
What?
Twist the wire. Keep your hand on it.
All right.
Twist the wire.
All right, yeah.
You got this.
I got this.
You good, bro.
I got it.
I
got it. Hold on. Y'all fucking my thumb up.
I could have rolled two by that.
Hey!
You're about to spill it.
Hey! 1 year. What are you already drinking? 1 year anniversary. CashColorCannabis podcast.
Yeah.
Damn it. Where there's a will, there's a damn way.
You did it.
Welcome to the nonsense that happens over here sometimes at CashColorCannabis podcast. But we do have a serious guest in the building. She doesn't act serious all the time, but trust me, she is a serious one here. So, Ebony, I definitely brought you on the show because one thing I wanted to speak about was a cannabis consumer who is a parent as well. And I know you're raising 2 daughters, correct?
No, I have 5 daughters.
5 daughters. I'm sorry. I keep seeing one of them who looks just like you.
Yeah.
Well, I know you.
She is just like me.
She is just like you.
She is.
So, what's it like being a parent who actually does consume, who has to raise a child in this era? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a difficulty doing that?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's very interesting. First of all, I used to homeschool my children when we lived in Trenton, New Jersey, and so as part of a social studies project, we went to the first day of the New Jersey Weed Man's trial.
How's he doing, matter of fact? Do you know?
He's still getting fucked by the system.
Serious?
Shout out to the New Jersey Weed Man.
Yeah, man.
Free all political prisoners. And so that kind of, just kind of began to, because I'm a preacher's kid, so actually finding NORML and seeing that there were organizations that wanted to legalize marijuana, I was like, wow, like coming from where I came from, It was just a huge difference. So raising my children totally different is huge. And then kind of moving back here to the South is really, really big. And because here in the South, they've heard their teachers say, that marijuana's terrible for your soul. So, yeah.
I don't know what's your soul. What's your soul like? That marijuana be terrible for your soul.
They see their mom, and they're like, I see a totally different thing. Like if mommy does not have her medicine, it's going to be a motherfucking problem.
Yeah.
And so they see the truth. Yeah.
So when it comes to your consumption, why do you consume? Is it an anxiety problem, or is it something that you just
Oh, it's life.
It's life.
First of all, let me reiterate that I have 5 daughters.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah, all different signs in my house. It's a lot of different energies and attitudes and all type of stuff.
Everybody's the boss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
too many queens in the queendom.
Yeah.
But also, I do have medical issues, but I couldn't go to a doctor and and they would say, okay, this is what we. They can't even find out what's wrong with me. I just have chronic pain that I've had for like over 12 years. And no one still can tell me what's wrong with me, but they can give me medications that will like leave a ringing sound in my ears and all type of stuff. And they'll say, well, you should not smoke cannabis.
Yeah.
I can't really trust doctors if they will give me those pills and tell me not to use a natural medicine. So I have to teach my children the truth, and that leaves kind of a rift between what society says is okay, and I really don't give a damn because we're raising children that can think for themselves and that can read information and disseminate and say okay and come to their own conclusions.
Have you ever had the conversation with any of your daughters when it comes to smoking, and they ever asked, could we smoke with you?
Yes.
Would you? You don't seem like the type who would though. Would you?
No. No. Actually, sometimes because we chill a lot and I do consume a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be smoking and then I'll just get ready to pass it to one of my, and I'm like, oh no, not
Oh
you.
no, not you. Yeah, I don't know you.
But no, but I do let them eat edibles.
Really?
And infused drinks. Like I'll have hot lemonade or something and put some type of like cannabis oil in it. Absolutely.
Okay, so you would. Okay, actually, you kind of answered the question for me. Yeah, like because I didn't know whether or not you would actually share that with your kids. So when they do, I guess so they have a whole different view of how cannabis works. You know what I'm saying?
I have an 18-year-old and she just has no desire to smoke weed. Like She just has no desire. Like she's grown up and she's like, it's like, what's the hype? I've taken her because I work with different organizations. I've taken her to cannabis parties, and they're like, this is what you came for. Like, here's a dab, and I'm just standing back to see what she would do. I'm not going to say you can't dab or go ahead and dab, but she was like, no. And they tried to push the issue, like, your mom is here and blah, and then she was like, no, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
So you raise strong children who know what they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you ever run into definitely a stereotype of other parents looking at you, like,
Absolutely.
Saying they know what you're doing. Like, and how do you handle that?
I'm from Jersey. I don't care what anybody thinks because I live my truth, and that, like I said, I'm from a religious family and in the South, so kind of going to Thanksgiving dinner, I'm like, okay, we're not even going to spray this year. Like everybody knows, and everybody might get some edibles because this is my truth. And actually, my truth is that cannabis is medicine. So when those same religious people get cancer, then they come to me, and then I'll give them a vape pen. Like I know that you don't really feel comfortable with the flower and the leaf, which is weed and a blunt. Yeah. But this is something that can help you, and I just live my truth.
Yeah, you do that, man. How did you find your way to NORML in the first place, and how did you start your rise up? You know what I mean? Because I know that you've had titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're not a rookie.
Yeah,
here.
And I've never cared about them, but it seems like every time I go, and then also being black, they're just like, wow, and then you're intelligent and wow, and why aren't more black people here? And then I tell them why, and then they're like, wow. And so
aren't they always shocked when you actually say why? I've actually dealt with white people who weren't even sure what you were talking about when you said the people who aren't here. You know what I mean? Like what are you actually meaning? It's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah. So I'm honored to be a representative, and I know that even in the black community, because I'm also an activist in other areas other than cannabis, but in around black activists, they a lot, especially in the South, not as much up north, they frown upon my interaction with Caucasian people, and so that's something that I've had to deal with, and then I just had to come into the realization that I just don't care, right? Because I know from dealing with people who good people are, and like. I don't care, like, I don't have to trust you just because you're melanated. Like, I don't trust these niggas in here because they melanated, but I love them.
Why? Hold up.
Saying,
you better watch that. That's a whole sales pitch of Keisha Lance Bottoms right now. I'm the black candidate. That's our whole sales pitch at this point.
I don't know Keisha, but like I said, I know good people.
Yeah.
So that's something that, even my children, because my children are activists in other areas too, and they hadn't really interacted with a lot of different people, like just people like Mama Wana. Shout out to Sharon Raver of Peachtree NORML. Actually, today's her
birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Sharon.
Happy birthday to Mama Wana. Like she just has really like just taken love and shown it in different areas, and she's shown it with my children, and like they know her as Mama Wana. So when they went back to school, they're like, yeah, we went to Mama Wana's house, and they were in New Jersey. It was okay, and then we moved to Georgia, and I was like, yeah, maybe we'll leave that story out because I don't really want to deal with the system like that at this time. Yeah, really. It's
like you said, at this time.
Yes.
How do you feel about the progress that if you've seen any progress that's going on in the city? Since the marijuana ordinance was passed, there's definitely been a lot more conversation about decriminalization for real. You know what I'm saying? Because really that was reclassification that they did.
Like even before it was passed, I began working in Atlanta. I came in 2012. Like I drove from New Jersey. I came down. I remember I had on like a fur thing. It was like cold up there, and I came down here. It was hot. We had to buy the kids new clothes. Totally, but there were 5 people at the Capitol, and I was the only black person. So when I mean, over the years since 2012 that I've come back to Atlanta and I've just seen the community grow, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like I see us coming together and learning more and showing up and, being there and getting that information and demanding, our place. Like, okay, well, we've been doing this. Like, we've been on, like, this is we're going to take our place in this system as well and in the industry.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So where do you see I guess cannabis going in Georgia? Like, do you see it actually reaching a state level to where we will decriminalize, or we'll get to that point?
It's going to take a while. Religion is huge, a huge factor. And like I said, even in schools, they're still teaching that, this is something that's not good for your soul. Like, so God is against cannabis, and not that God has actually made cannabis. So that's a huge thing, like the cognitive dissonance that comes along with changing your mindset and actually learning more. And we have got to start that conversation and spark that conversation, with our family members. And that's why I said I live my truth, or otherwise nothing's ever going to change. Even with my children, I just live my truth in front of them, because if I don't, then they're going to believe that, okay, cigarettes are okay because someone will smoke a cigarette in front of me, but I keep smelling this, but I don't know what the smell is. Later on in life, they find out, oh, that was weed. So that must be bad. So I just kind of remove the taboos so that we can have a serious and open conversation. And before coming to Georgia, I was just like, there are a lot of drugs. There are a lot of drugs, and don't do them. Like, don't do them with any of your friends, because there are a lot of drugs. And if I hadn't had that open relationship to just have, and it was a little more real than that. I'm not even going to say it on camera, but I have real conversations with my kids. And that was kind of the.
I'd love to bring them on the show one day so I can hear the conversations.
I started to bring one, but I left her.
Oh, next time bring her, because I want to hear how she actually talks to you. Yeah, because you got to talk to Ebony. Ebony's a little blunt.
She told me the other day, that was just a funny story. I went to go see someone, and she was like, why are you coming back here? Last time you didn't answer the door. Just call one of your other plugs. And I was like, wait. Oh. No, she said, hit one of your other plugs. Wait. And I was like, okay.
Your mom knows your rotation.
I just really need somebody to be rolling the camera to get all the stuff that really happens in my house, because all
right, we'll bring them through one day. Okay, that's an open invitation.
Thank you.
So what's NORML working on going into 2018?
We are working on, specifically in Atlanta, with me being here, I'm really working on just gathering, especially the women, since it's the NORML Women's Alliance, but we have a lot of men who work alongside with us. Shout out to the brothers who walk with us and support us, because we need them. Thank you. We're working on changing the laws and just in different cities, seeing what each city needs. So now that I'm here in Atlanta, I'm just kind of focusing here, and I do have some leaders in different cities. Especially, I'm getting a lot of feedback from people in states where it's already been decriminalized and legalized. They have a lot of issues, and they're more upset than us. A lot of times, and I'm just like, well, when I went there were just like dispensaries everywhere, but the issues run deeper. So that kind of shows me how to forecast here, for what we'll need to do in the future.
Okay, well, luckily I got a chance to know you, you know what I'm saying, so I can watch you make some of them changes, man, because there are a lot of things that need to happen in the city, especially with the ordinance that just passed. You know, you need to start laying down real understanding to people what this is about, you know, because we all know somebody who got arrested, you know what I'm saying, and
still getting arrested.
Yeah, man, so we definitely need a lot more people out here.
And accountability for law enforcement.
Really, that part too, man. So I appreciate you coming through tonight.
Thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be here on your anniversary.
Thank you.
All that you're celebrating and all that's going on here in Atlanta now.
Nah, I appreciate you. So I'm gonna let you go back and get back with the crowd. You seem to have a lot of fun over there,
Cheers.
man. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna be right back, man. I'm waiting on my man Tukey Carter, and we're gonna get it rolling. Cash Color Cannabis Podcast, high level of conversation on livehiphopdaily.tv.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. We gotta do.